Do you want a tablet that can handle your work, entertainment, and creativity needs? If so, you might be interested in the latest offerings from Samsung, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE. These two tablets have a lot in common, but they also have some key differences that could make or break your decision. Let's compare them and see which one is better for you. Let's start with the design and screen of the tablet. Both tablets have a sleek and elegant design, with an aluminum alloy body and a thin bezel around the screen. The Tab A9 Plus has an 11-inch TFT LCD display, while the Tab S9 FE has a 10.9-inch LCD IPS display. Both have a resolution of 1920 x 1200 pixels, but the Tab S9 FE has a higher pixel density of 249 ppi compared to the Tab A9 Plus 206 ppi. This means that the Tab S9 FE has a sharper and more vivid screen, which is great for watching videos, browsing the web, and reading ebooks. The Tab S9 FE also has a higher refresh rate of 90 Hz, which makes the screen smoother and more responsive. The Tab A9 Plus has a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, which is still very decent but not as impressive. The Tab S9 also comes with a stylus included, which is a nice bonus for those who like to draw and take notes, or even edit photos on their tablet. The A9 Plus does not have a stylus, but it does have a 3.5mm audio jack, which the Tab S9 FE lacks. This means that you can use your wired headphones or speakers with the Tab A9 Plus, while you will need to use Bluetooth or a dongle with the Tab S9 FE. The S9 FE also has a flash for its rear camera, which the Tab A9 Plus does not have. Both tablets have a fingerprint scanner for security, but the Tab S9 FE scanner is on the side, while the Tab A9 Plus scanner is on the back. Now let's talk about performance and hardware. Both tablets are powered by an octa-core processor, but the Tab S9 FE has a more powerful one, the Exynos 1380, which has 4 cores clocked at 2.4 GHz and 4 cores at 2 GHz. The Tab A9 Plus has the Snapdragon 695, which has 2 cores at 2.2 GHz and 6 cores at 1.7 GHz. This means that the Tab S9 FE scores better than the A9 Plus, without making, of course, the A9 a bad tablet at all in terms of performance. That means that the S9 FE can handle more demanding tasks and games, while the A9 Plus might struggle with some of them. Now, the S9 FE also has more RAM and storage than the A9 Plus, 6 GB versus 4 GB, and 256 GB versus 128 GB respectively. This means that the S9 FE can run more apps and store more files without slowing down or running out of space. Both tablets have a microSD card slot for expanding the storage though, but the Tab S9 FE can support up to 1 TB, while the Tab A9 Plus can support up to 512 GB. Now let's talk about the camera. Both tablets have a single rear camera and a single front camera, but the Tab S9 FE has a higher resolution for both, 12MP versus 8MP for the rear and 8MP versus 5MP for the front. This means that the S9 FE can take better photos and videos, especially in low light conditions, thanks to its flash. The S9 FE can also record 4K videos at 30 FPS, while the A9 Plus can only record 1080p videos at 30 FPS. Both tablets have a 5x digital zoom, but the S9 FE has a better aperture of f/2.0 compared to the A9 Plus f/2.2. Now let's talk about connectivity. Both tablets have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, but the S9 supports the latest standards, Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. The A9 Plus supports Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.0, which are still very good, but not as fast or reliable. The S9 FE also has GPS, while the A9 Plus does not have. This means that the S9 FE can use location-based services apps, while the A9 Plus cannot. Both tablets have a USB-C port for charging and data transfer, but the S9 FE also supports fast charging and wireless charging, while the A9 Plus doesn't. Let's talk about battery. Both tablets have a large battery capacity, but the S9 FE has a slightly bigger one, 8000 mAh versus 7040 mAh. This means that the S9 FE can last longer on a single charge, especially with its more efficient processor and screen. The S9 FE can provide up to 12 hours of video playback, 15 hours of web browser, or 149 hours of audio playback, while the A9 Plus can provide up to 10 hours of video playback, 13 hours of web browsing, or 128 hours of audio playback. The difference, as you see, is not so big, but still leaning again a little bit more towards the S9. As for the conclusion, you can see that the S9 FE is superior to the A9 Plus in almost every aspect: design, screen, performance, camera, connectivity, and battery. The only advantages that the A9 Plus has are the audio jack and the lower price, which is significant for some. Considering the huge gap in quality and features, we think that the S9 FE is worth the extra cash. But that doesn't mean that if you get an A9 Plus, you won't have a nice tablet. To the contrary, it is still a solid tablet. Those specifications we mentioned earlier are top. The only thing is that comparing it to a beast such as the S9 FE makes it smaller. Now, if you want a tablet that can do it really all, the S9 FE is the one for you. But if you want a tablet that can do the basics and still at a great price, the A9 Plus might be enough for you. Anyways, none of these can go bad. They are both fantastic tablets. The choice is yours.